Loves, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but that's because I actually dropped my lens and it broke and I had to make sure that I get another one. But anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, I told you guys in my stories, but I've only been gone for a week, guys. I haven't been gone for a long time, but it actually feels like I've been gone forever because I was uploading videos like a crazy woman. Anyway, today I am back with a video which is a hair review. A lot of you have been saying I don't really talk about hair on my channel, so I thought let me set you out, guys, and I have new hair. I'm feeling myself. Oh, I'm sorry if that sounds a bit cocky, but I'm loving this hair. I love it so much. Anyway, AFSISTER was so kind. AFSISTER Wigs were so kind enough to me, and they decided to send me hair. They actually made me choose what I wanted, and I chose what I wanted so that I can review it for you guys, and that is what we're going to be doing in this video. So if you want to watch my review and actually how I bleach my knots and how I lay down my lace front, then just keep watching this video. So when I received the hair, it actually came in a very cute package. I was like so shook. This is how the box looked like, and it just has their name tag here that says AFSISTER. So the wig was protected by this little mesh right here. That was like all over the wig. Also, the wig was also protected by this bubble wrap, which I think is quite really very considerate because they are trying to actually protect their buyers' goods. And then inside the box, when you open the box, you find this little packet right here. The packet has got an elastic band inside of it, and this is the elastic band that it has, and I'm sure you're supposed to put this elastic band at the back if you're somebody who's very fussy about fastening your wig and making sure that it's really secured. Then I'm sure they put this extra band for you to sew it onto the wig. It's thoughtful for them to actually consider it for people who are crazy about laying down their hair. And also inside the packet has there is some hairpins. This wig already does have some hairpins on it, like it has 2 on the sides and then 1 at the back, but I think these are also extra for the people that are also extra. So if you feel like you need to add some pins, they got you covered, girl. And also it comes with some hair clips, like if you need to add some extensions, but you don't really need to get some extensions for the hair because it's also quite enough. And also inside the box is a wig cap. There is a wig cap that is what color is this? This is actually the black one. I'm talking rubbish. It's actually the black wig cap, and then there is this color as well that is very pale and looks like your scalp, and there's also 2 of them in these ones, and I've always wanted this color and I couldn't find it anywhere in South Africa. So the length of the hair is actually 18 inches, and it's just touching my boobs, and that is the length that I actually really wanted because I didn't want it to be any longer than that. And also it is 150% density. Well, actually when I received the hair, when I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is really nice hair, because most of the hair that I usually buy for myself, it usually looks very like deprived, very hungry. It looks like you're going to be needing to add another bundle in it. But with this hair, I could see from the get-go that I wasn't going to need to add anything else. Like, I really don't like bulky extra hair, but at the same time I also don't like hair that looks like it's screaming for help, like it's screaming for another bundle. I just like hair that is enough, and this hair is exactly that. When it comes to shading, it does shade a bit, because I'm guessing that's because curly hair generally shades a lot more than other types of hair. Nothing that is crazy, like something that I can complain about and say, oh my god, this hair is crazy, or this hair is shades too much. It's really a normal type of shading. Like, you can never get hair that doesn't shed. That's the honest truth. And then the texture is really soft. What I do now when I want to test if a wig is good quality hair, I just run my hands through it like this. my hand gets stuck, then I know that I'm probably gonna have problems with the hair. Obviously, I'm gonna be coming back, guys, with another update to let you know how the hair is actually wearing. But so far, so good. Also, when you're buying hair from their website, you have the liberty to choose the kind of cape size you want. You know, sometimes when the cape is too big for your head, it's really difficult for you to lay down the lace front because the cape is too big. So you have the choice to choose between medium, large, and a small. Well, if you do have a big head if you do have a big head, you're probably gonna have to choose the large. And if you have a medium head like myself, I do have a big forehead, but my head generally is quite small. I had to choose the 22.5 inches, which is the medium cap, and it's so perfect for my head. Even when sometimes I am not putting the glue and I just stick it to my head, it sticks like totally perfect. I just add on the hair gel because I'm just trying to secure my wig. So you need to look out for that as well when you're buying hair, that the cape size is actually a good fit for you. So I know some of you are probably asking now, how do you measure your head? So you need to use the inches side, because people in China and in America are using inches, and it seems like a lot of people use inches. So firstly, you want to measure the circumference of your head. So it's this that you measure first, and just make sure it's not too tight. And then also you measure this top part, like from ear to ear, and also you measure from the back to the front, like this. That's how you find the size of your wig cap. So don't just go around and guessing on the website like, I'm gonna buy a small, I'm gonna buy a medium, by just looking at your head. Actually measure your head, and then from the measurements you get, then you can guess if you're a small, a large, or a medium. When you're also actually purchasing hair from their website, you have the option to choose obviously the length that you want. Obviously the price does go up as you increase like the length of the hair. Like, you can't expect it to stay the same. Generally, I would say that I really love this hair, you guys. I really love this hair, and you know it, like on this channel we don't lie. If something is not nice, we're gonna say it like it is. But I love this hair. On a scale of 0 to 10, I would give it a 9, and I would totally recommend for you guys to buy it. You definitely need to check their website. They have a lot of affordable wigs, because yeah, all know I am all about affordability. I live for that. So check out their website. I'm gonna list everything in the description box so that you guys can do as you please and do what you do, which is shop, shop, shop till you drop. And the other thing as well, like if you're purchasing hair, just speak to them. They're really nice. They will advise you on how to deal with customs. I'm also not going to say it here because this channel might get taken down. So if you want to know details on how to deal with customs when you're buying hair from abroad, just read in the description box. It's a secret. So now, without further ado, I'm just going to show you guys how I actually lay my lace front and also how I bleach my knots. So if you want to see that, do not exit the video, please keep watching. So before you actually bleach the knots of your hair, they look like this, and they look quite unrealistic because you can actually see the knots coming out of the scalp, and you don't want that. You want your hair to look a little bit realistic and look like it's really coming out of your scalp without the knots actually showing on the lace. So this is how the hair looks like before you actually bleach. And if you didn't understand what it actually means to bleach your knots, this is the stuff that we're going to be getting rid of in this tutorial. So I'm going to be using two products to actually bleach the knots of my hair, and I am using the bleach powder from New Light. You can find this from Discam. I also got as well this Cremoxy Creme Peroxide, and this one is in the volume 20. You can find another one as well that is volume 10 and volume 40, but I just decided to opt for volume 20 because I wanted my wig to bleach very fast. So these are the two products that I'll be using. Now I'm just gonna start with the bleach powder, and I'm not taking too much of the powder. I'm just taking a little bit because we're only going to be bleaching one wig in this video. So I'm mixing it together with the peroxide, and I'm making sure that I do not put too much of the peroxide because I just want it to be a creamy paste. I don't want it to be watery, because if it becomes watery, that's when the paste will run and then bleach. I am using this wig that I got from AFSISTER. Or if you're really scared about the flyaways and the baby hairs, if you think that they can get damaged, now to take off the brassiness from the wig, I am using my new light silver shampoo. It neutralizes like the brassy tones on the wig, because you know, like, that happens a lot when you bleach hair. So I'm just taking that, a little bit of that. It just really is such a beautiful color, and then I'm just applying it on the closure that I bleached. Putting on your wig, you want to make sure that you adjust it. So it comes here at the back, they like some adjustment strips, and you want to just make sure that you adjust them to your desirable size so that it really fits your head. And then I hold the wig like this. This is how I hold the wig, and then I put it on to my head. You want to make sure that your wig is sitting right where your hairline starts. You don't want to pull your wig so that it's like right in the front of your forehead, because realistically no one has hair that starts like right on top of their forehead. So pull the wig, making sure that it's exactly where your hairline is starting. Now you can see that my wig is on, but the problem is that you can actually see the lace. You can see where my makeup starts and where the lace actually starts as well, and that is not a pretty look. So to stop that from showing, you want to take your makeup, you can take your foundation, or you can take your anything that is like a powder, like a contouring powder or your compact powder, and then you just want to take it and apply it from the inside of the lace to make sure that the lace actually matches your skin tone or your makeup. So now you can see that the lace actually matches my skin tone, and also because we bleached the roots, the knots are actually not showing. It looks as if the hair is actually growing from the scalp. Once I'm done with prepping the lace front, I take my Gatsby glue gel and then I just apply it on the perimeter of my hairline. Take the spray, and I also sprayed on the perimeter of my hairline where I applied the gel. Then I take the blower and make sure that the nozzle is off, and I also don't put it on a heat setting. I make sure that the blower is on a cold setting, and then I just blow my hairline, making sure that the glue is a little bit tacky.